was right when it's wrong. I've stayed here too long, but something brings me back to you. I swear we belong, I'm still hanging on, but something brings me back to you. Back to you, back to you, back to you. Back to you, back to you, back to you, you.
Look around where you are. See my love shine like the stars. Take a breath where you stand. I'm forever here to hold your hand. Oh, across the sky won't outshine my love for you. Fire in the dark with blinding light won't outshine my love for you.
So since all our liveys just died from the quad ride home, I've got to go chase some more. That's it, don't go any deeper than that, bud. Couple little mulloway lollipops. Little sandies. Yeah, there's a heap of sandies, that'll do. Grab us that bucket there, Bull. I'll show you little buggers. Look at the size too. Beautiful. Give it to it, sweetheart. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at Trev's right here, Tayton. Quick, get your line in the water.
On bait?
No, on the lure. Biff your lure over here, mate.
Yeah.
So don't rush, don't hook yourself. Come up here. Look at them all. Throw straight over here.
Oh, yeah.
Watch this hook up. Yeah, I'm going to throw me my rod, sweetheart. The one with the popper. Just while he's behind there. Just while he's GT here, we'll have a quick crack. And then I'll set all the liveys up. Thanks, sweetheart. She's going to change these trebles, they're a bit yuck. snagged?
Keep it coming in, baby.
Just stop for a sec, stop for a sec. There's Brickja. Yeah, it's Brickja now. It's run you under a snag.
Ah,
Let's grab
I
it.
saw that thing. That was
Yeah,
huge.
grab the snag, mate.
See that? That was huge.
I didn't see it.
It was like, it was at least a meter. Seriously.
At least a meter, you reckon?
No joke. Wow. I saw it.
We believe you, bud. We believe you.
It was about as big as this thing.
Right, you hold that like that. I'll grab it. What's going on, mate? What happened? What happened to that big 1 meter barra you reckon you got onto? Brickja. Your mum got bricked, you got bricked. At least I got your mum's swivel back. Well, I reckon it's time for a cold beer and a swim. We've had zero luck today.
This thing running, I don't know.
Alrighty. Little trick. Neutral. It's a little secret so it doesn't drag on the rocks. It drags your quad down. Done.
So good. Big scratch.
Bloody women and their stubbies. Oh shit, she heard me. Nothing, dear. Stubbies are crap. Stop getting stubbies, they don't fit anywhere. Get cans like a real man. That'll stir it up. You up for one? Oh, that's not gonna go. Yeah. Water doesn't need to be cold.
Black and white, we exist between the lines. With our hands tied, can we ever make it right? Breathing air between beginning and the end. Soft focus, cut to us the night we met. Started something and we're not going back, like lighting a match and it's trying to catch, like falling so fast, chemicals react. The tide is high, but we keep on moving, taking it
Righto, so we just come back in, no luck, no excuses, we just farted around and missed the tide. We didn't even really miss the tide, but we had no luck. Heap of heap of follows and stuff like that, but anyway, I'm going to go for a bit of a mission by myself on the quad. Family's had a bit of enough. Chilling out. Yeah, so let's see if we can't get a barra. There's a little feeder creek that runs out. I can take the quad all the way down the mangroves, park it up, walk out a little bit, and then nice big deep sort of trigger that comes out. So we're going to have a crack at that now, see what happens. Don't know if I'm going to get much further than that on the quad. Bit wrecky. Wonder how soft this is. This quad swallowing soft. Oh, if I hug close, shit, I'll get that. I'll get that if I hug nice and close. Geez, this quad's gonna need a bloody good bath when I get back. Sandies are out. Righto, that's pretty close. I'm pretty close to the point. Pretty close to the point of where I want to be, and it's starting to get real. It's the oyster stacks that'll do you in. The oyster stacks will slice the sidewall of that quad. Not to mention the mud. I travelled really close to the edge, so it sort of wasn't too bad, and we're pretty lightweight. I don't think I'd do this with Kyra and Tayton. Young bloke on, we're pretty heavy with all three of us on here in the quad, but got away with it at the moment. So I'm just going to trek it the rest of the way. It's maybe another 70, 80 metres. It's all up from camp, probably looking at 300-400 metres. But with all the gear, it's a bit of a lug, so I'll wander down and let's see what happens. Hopefully I can get a bloody fish, because I haven't landed a fish this whole trip. Been a lot of fun though. You're going to go and do this sort of little adventure trek through the mangroves, you know, amongst all these oyster stacks and away from camp, unstable ground. You've got to wear the appropriate footwear. You have to have good, sturdy, solid footwear, you know, and really you can't go wrong with a set of Surfy Joes. These things might as well be work boots. Now I don't know if you can see on camera, but just sort of out that way where I'm pointing is a real deep gutter. We fished it earlier on today, but poor young bloke and missus was just getting smoked with snags. As soon as something would grab on, just rock them straight away. So thought I'll see if I can throw something in from this end. A bit of local knowledge tells us that a few barra get around the end of this point here. So I'll risk the sandflies that I know I'm going to get smoked by. We got one beer. It was one beer trek in on the quad. Got one more in my hand, and hopefully I'll make it close enough to this gutter. Cast a couple of, all my liveys died. Forgot my bloody bait pump. So I've got fresh baits, but no live baits. And I do have a cast net if I see anything cruising past. So, it's looking pretty good here. For the time being, we'll just run fresh baits. And if I can get some liveys, I will. I'll keep an eye out for that. I haven't bought lures and plastics, and it's just too much gear to carry. Just a couple of spare hooks, a couple of spare sinkers, just to run a livey setup. So there's no way you'd be able to run your little Havianas on this bloody oyster stuff. These oyster stacks will slice your Havianas to pieces. Surfy Joes, mate. 100%. Whoa. Oh yeah. We're on here. Always carry a bit of communication back to home base. If I was to slip, nail myself on one of these bloody oyster stacks, or get my foot trapped in a hole and snap it, I've got no way to call on the missus back at base camp. So, mate at love, I'm on the point.
How's it looking?
Mint. I just hope I come back with some fish.
I would like a barra, please.
Yeah, roger on the Barra, copy on the Barra.
And my order is, please get a blue bone.
Blue bone for the grom, copy on blue bone for the grom. The old cooked prawn, the old cooked Venomite prawn, can't go wrong. Threadies, jacks, you name it. Love a cheeky Venomite. And really, I just want to get on the board at the moment. Straight in that gutter. Right, I got that little Venomite prawn out, just sitting there, but man, the bird life here is crazy. Basically, all I'm going to run on this other bait caster is a run and ball sinker, and about 4 to 6 grams run and ball sinker, and probably about a 5 or 6.0 hook, I reckon. And just one of these fresh baits pinned in the back. They're not live. I've lost my liveys, but I don't know. If I get some more, we'll get some more. Well, I struck out because I must have used all my 5.0s. I'll have to replenish the toolbox, the tackle bag. So basically what I'm gonna do, I've got a 7.0. Not a suicide. Just gonna do a snell. I don't know if you can see that. Just snelling it, super easy. That will never come undone. Bang. You get your running ball sinker, 5 gram, through the guts, dunk, and that's just how I run my live bait. Some people do it different, but that's what works for me, I find. Some people they'll do nothing, no weight here. They'll go swivel to the top and then a sinker up here, so your bait's got a bit more, can move a bit more freely. I have run that, and you do get good hookup rates, and it works for a lot of people. I just find that your livey, if you've got a strong livey, will swim onto snags and shit like that, and it gets caught up. So I find I get more snags letting the livey swim too much. So that way it sort of pins it to the bottom, and it still flaps around like it's alive but dying, I suppose. Yeah, that's what I run, so we'll give it a go. So I missed the strike. I think I might have just lost it because I was mucking around with a bloody GoPro. But that was in the water for about 6 seconds, turned the GoPro off, and then got smoked. I reckon I missed it. Bugger! That chunk of mullet just got hammered. Maybe instead of turning the camera off, I'll just leave it running. I've got 30% left on my GoPro. I didn't want to miss anything. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to go dead now. Here we go. Oh, come on, you bastard. Just don't want to miss it this time. Oh, that's it. Hey, got him. Oh, no. He dropped it. You're joking me. Bloody dropped it. What's that? Well, there's a heap of liveys right there. Oh, I just didn't have him pinned. Sucked it up. That is unfortunate. Thinking about it. Probably just these little blue nose salmon, I reckon. Cheeky bugger. Oh, nice little shark cruising. Here's one of these salmon, little shark cruising just down here. Emily, checking out with me? Couple of salmon having a crack. We haven't landed anything yet, buddy. Couple of good hits.
Yeah, what do you think they are?
I reckon they're salmon, but I reckon my hook's too big for them.
Really? There's no such thing as a too big hook?
I've taught you well, mate. No such thing as too big of a hook.
I can't hear you because there's so much wind in the background.
Done myself a mischief. Got a good bait, good net full of bait, but I managed to get snagged on some rocks and the water not quite nice enough to see where I'm stepping. By the time I get this unsnagged, I'll be lucky to have any bait left. It's not a bad throw. Oh, lost one. Oh, nearly come unstuck. Oh, lost another one. Cheeky bugger. Around about 5 good sized mullet in a throw. And you get your bugger. And they are big. Big mullet for liveys, too big for liveys. Although, me and a Barra would take that all day. Tell you what, who here has eaten sea mullet? Who's watching has eaten sea mullet? If I strike out and don't get a table fish, Tate and Kyra are going to be eating fish nuggets, sea mullet fish nuggets. And I tell you what, cheeky little tip, tasty. Oily, sort of like mackerel I suppose, but they're tasty and you get good sized diamondback sea mullet. Mate, you only need half a dozen of them and they're bloody good feed, and there is a heap sitting off this point. Filling them up with the little fish nuggets. Sorry guys, I missed a strike, but just in front of me, what do you got? Bloody caddy. Hey, that's how good my luck is. Fishing, 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 catfish. And I have had some bad luck with bloody catfish. I'm not talking just catching them, I'm caught getting smacked by that spine. I didn't bring any pliers, so this is going to be fun. Bugger! Cheeky little bug. Don't want to go anywhere near you. Spines there. Spines right there. Spines right there. And then a nice big dorsal spine there. And they are super sharp. Do not muck around. They flap about and that's what gets you. Well, I struck out the Savo. I've still got home with the feed though. I'm not a snob. I've got a bucket full of sea mullet. And I'm talking like 300 mil, 350 I think is the biggest one. Big diamondback sea mullet. I don't get tasty as, so I'm probably going to eat them tonight, if not tomorrow morning. Just got the net snagged on the last throw, so I'm going to go in and get that and then head back to camp. So I'll see you there. Bugger. Nothing on the rod and reel so far. sorry, darling, no Barra. Sorry, mate, no blue bone.
That's okay.
Did one of you order some mullet though? Sure, one of you ordered mullet.
Where's that mullet?
Have a look in that white bucket.
Heavy, they must be big.
Got it?
I need help. Holy moly! What the hell? Oh, look at that big sand whiting, bro. One sand whiting. What
Yeah.
the heck?
Not bad for a mullet.
That's huge.
Woo! That outdoor shower is so handy. Yep. Just to rinse off. So, just come back from that little mangrove mission. Struck out, but not too stressed about it. At the end of the day, I've still got a bucket full of a feed, basically for the family, so not too stressed. I'm going to fill it up those mullets, that little whiting, and then we're going to stick them on some ice while stick them in the fridge. Crumb them, and that's going to be tomorrow night's dinner. Mullet, I don't reckon they freeze real good, but I reckon they're super tasty, fresh. As long as they haven't been frozen, otherwise they get a bit mushy. But I'm just going to go through, I'll fill it one up. I won't fill them all up, but I'll fill it one up. There you go, no bones. It's not huge, but that's mullet. Beautiful little fillet, no bones, crumb that. Fish and chips all day. Make a couple of baits. Leave them in the fridge for tomorrow morning before we go.
Put them here?
Yeah. Got a bad little backdrop. So tomorrow we're leaving, that's it, that's our last full day. Basically reaping the benefits. What we got?
We got one of them is the sand whiting, and then the rest are just mullet.
Big sea mullet, eh?
Yeah.
Big sea mullet. Now, a lot of people turn their nose up at this fish, but I'm telling you, if you strike out like we did today, it's actually a really good substitute. They're tasty, just a bit of garlic and butter at the moment. You can panko crumb them, you can do whatever you want with them, they sort of hold together, but I think they're tasty as. Give them a go. Next time, if you get a big bloody net full of them, you'll see I was doing that cast down, I was getting sort of mullet that was 300 mil long, so too big for a bait. In saying that, I did put one on and get smoked with it, and you'll see that footage. But the chef, the cook, has done a great job. Where is she? There she is. Cook's done a great job. We've had a mad time here. We're going to be back. Literally, we're just here for a weekend. Snuck away. And we're going to be back. We didn't get to get out of that island. The wind turned on us as we were heading out to the island. And the island, like I said, it's only a couple hundred metres offshore, but when it turns and then it's only going to get worse, you just don't want to risk it. So we came back, we smashed the creek for a bit. I'll get back out there with a spear gun and a mask, and I reckon I'm going to do really well because it's pretty untouched. Anyway, we're going to get into this, and we'll see you all for the drive out.